11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Welcome to a transformative exploration. Today we delve into 11 elements that, if quietly removed from your life, can lead to profound peace and wisdom. This is not just a video. It's an invitation to a journey of introspection and growth. Engage with us, reflect on each insight, and stay with us to the end. When dealing with people who hurt you, through life's journey and along the way, you encounter people who, intentionally or not, cause you pain. As a Stoic, how do you navigate this? There's a powerful Stoic principle that comes into play here: the art of moving on without the need for confrontation or justification. When someone disrespects or hurts you, even if they were once a close friend, the Stoic approach isn't to seek revenge or demand explanations. Instead, it's about maintaining your inner peace and focusing on your own growth. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. It's not about ignoring the hurt, but rather choosing not to let it control your actions. There may come a time when this person seeks your support. It's okay to say no. If they've broken your trust, you're under no obligation to help. This isn't about holding grudges. It's about respecting your boundaries. As Seneca wisely pointed out, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By not engaging in conflicts, you're not only protecting your peace but also allowing time to reveal the consequences of their actions. Taking care of yourself and letting the future unfold is a form of deep self-respect. You're not obligated to maintain connections with those who harm you. Each of us deserves respect and appreciation. By choosing to distance yourself from those who hurt you, you're making a brave decision for your emotional well-being and personal growth. This choice leads you towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. In summary, Stoicism teaches us the value of self-respect, the importance of personal boundaries, and the courage to prioritize our emotional well-being. It's about understanding that our reactions and choices define us, not the actions of others. As you continue on your Stoic journey, remember these lessons and apply them to modern life, where respecting yourself and your journey is paramount to living a life true to Stoic principles. Unnecessary goals. Life has many crossroads, forcing us to make important choices. Some of these align perfectly with your core values, while others, upon closer inspection, might not be as crucial as you once thought. This is a natural part of life's journey, where not every goal we set is destined to be fulfilled. In the spirit of Stoicism, it's essential to approach these unnecessary goals with a quiet resolve. There's no need to announce every change in direction or decision to the world. Instead, move with purpose and discretion, like a silent river carving its path through the landscape. By not leaving a trail of your plans and strategies, you maintain an element of surprise and protect the sanctity of your journey. Consider the story of the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca. He once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Seneca's wisdom reminds us that the courage to let go of what no longer serves us can often be more challenging than pursuing the goal itself. Yet, it is in this act of letting go that we find our true path. As you navigate through life, remember to guard your strategies and let your actions be a reflection of your authentic self. Seek the path that resonates most deeply with who you are, and in doing so, you'll find clarity and purpose. Remember, the most profound victories are often won in silence and with a heart aligned with one's true nature. Finally, remember that in your Stoic journey, letting go of unnecessary goals is not just a decision, but a valuable lesson. Learn to listen to your heart, to shed what no longer fits, and you will find tranquility and strength to continue on your path with courage and sincerity. Relationships, be it friendship or romance. We often encounter the delicate terrain of relationships, be it in the realm of friendship or romance. This brings us to a crucial point: the handling of intimate details and the aftermath of relationships. Stoicism teaches us the virtue of discretion and the importance of internal reflection. Let's ponder over these questions. How can maintaining privacy and personal relationships lead to greater emotional well-being? What lessons can we learn about ourselves when we choose reflection over sharing? How does Stoicism guide us in dealing with the end of relationships with dignity and wisdom? Imagine you're at the end of a friendship or a romantic relationship. It's a natural inclination to want to share, to vent about what went wrong. But Stoicism invites us to a different approach. The intimacy and moments shared belong uniquely to you and the other person. Broadcasting these details to others not only disrespects that privacy, but also fuels unnecessary gossip and complications. Remember, not everyone needs, nor has the right, to know the intricacies of your personal disputes. When the urge to share surges, it's often a signal of unhealed wounds, a call from within to introspect. Stoicism encourages us to turn inwards, to have a conversation with ourselves. Reflect on what happened, analyze the behaviors and emotions involved. This introspection is a powerful tool for healing and growth. Dealing with problematic relationships, discretion. Remove the relationship if it's harmful, but do so quietly, without the fanfare of public announcement. This approach not only preserves the dignity of all involved, but also fosters your emotional well-being. It's in this quiet space of privacy and internal dealing that acceptance and healing blossom. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This quote resonates deeply with our discussion. By focusing on our internal responses and maintaining discretion, we exercise control over our minds, leading to a more serene and resilient spirit. In summary, Stoicism teaches us that in the face of relationship endings, wisdom lies in privacy and internal reflection. By preserving the sanctity of intimate details and focusing on personal healing, we align ourselves with the Stoic principles of discretion, dignity, and emotional resilience. These lessons, timeless in their wisdom, are profoundly relevant in our modern lives, guiding us to navigate the complexities of relationships with grace and Stoic calm. During periods of tension, in the midst of life's inevitable tensions, it's crucial to maintain a composed demeanor, especially in the presence of others. Raising your voice or displaying overt frustration and anger not only disrupts your inner peace but also affects those around you. When you find yourself upset, channel this energy into actions that are constructive and align with your life goals. This approach is not just about controlling emotions but transforming them into a force that propels you forward. It's about training your body and mind to handle stress with resilience and strength. In these moments, remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca. The best remedy for anger is delay. This wisdom encourages us to pause, reflect, and then act with intention, rather than impulsiveness. By containing and reflecting on your emotions, you can redirect this energy into endeavors that fortify you, both mentally and physically. However, it's important to navigate these situations with caution and discretion. Losing control can inadvertently reveal vulnerabilities during these tense moments. Strive to alleviate this tension in a discreet manner, focusing on resolving issues and fulfilling responsibilities. Use reasoning as your ally and avoid broadcasting your difficulties. Instead, cherish what and who you have in your life, fostering a sense of gratitude. Seek ways to quietly relieve emotional pressure, aiming for internal balance and adopting healthier approaches to life's challenges. Incorporating these practices into your life is a testament to your commitment to personal growth and change. If you resonate with this message, I encourage you to engage with our community. Leave a comment to share your journey, hit the like button, and subscribe for more insightful content. Together, let's continue on this path of self-improvement and resilience. Avoid sharing your judgments about others. In our journey through the Stoic path, we often encounter the challenge of managing our perceptions and interactions with others. This brings us to a crucial aspect of Stoicism, the art of withholding judgment. Imagine you're in a conversation and the topic shifts to someone you have strong opinions about. It's tempting to share these judgments, isn't it? But let's pause and reflect. What impact does sharing such opinions have on our character and the atmosphere around us? The Stoics teach us the value of self-awareness and the impact of our words. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This aligns with our 5th point. Avoid sharing your judgments about others. More importantly, we should strive not to even harbor negative opinions in our consciousness. When we speak ill of someone, we're not just tarnishing their image, we're also revealing a part of our character. Is this the image we wish to project? Instead, let's channel our energy into constructive dialogue. If we find ourselves disliking someone, it's an opportunity to practice Stoic diplomacy. We can maintain a respectful distance or seek a tolerable coexistence. The key is to act intelligently and adaptively, embracing the Stoic principle of empathy and respect in our interactions. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic sage, advised, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This introspection helps us discard hasty judgments and fosters a more harmonious environment. In summary, Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of our perceptions and expressions about others. By practicing restraint in our judgments and fostering empathetic and respectful interactions, we contribute to a more harmonious world. This lesson from Stoicism is profoundly relevant in our modern lives, where quick judgments and harsh words are all too common. Let us remember that our words and actions are reflections of our inner selves, and by embodying Stoic principles, we can navigate life with more serenity and understanding. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Our path is uniquely ours, distinct and separate from everyone else's. Imagine walking through a forest where every tree, though part of the same woodland, grows at its own pace, in its own direction. Just like these trees, we each have our own growth trajectory, our own successes, and our own challenges. Now, let's talk about a common pitfall many of us encounter: the habit of comparing ourselves to others. This is a trap that can significantly affect our emotional well-being and impede our personal growth. When we measure our lives against others, we often end up feeling inadequate, focusing on perceived shortcomings rather than appreciating our own achievements. It's like trying to measure the beauty of a rose using the scale of a sunflower. It simply doesn't make sense. This constant comparison can blur our vision, making us lose sight of our own goals and aspirations. It's like walking on a path while constantly looking at someone else's map. You'll never reach your destination that way. Instead of being preoccupied with what others have or achieve, it's far more beneficial to concentrate on our own journey, our learning, and our personal development. Let's take a leaf from the book of the great Stoic philosopher Seneca, who once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is particularly true when we compare ourselves to others. We imagine their lives to be perfect, their paths free of obstacles, which is seldom the case. So, as we navigate through life, let's focus on cultivating gratitude for our own circumstances and celebrating our own progress. Remember, each of us is on a unique journey with different strengths and challenges. By embracing our individual paths and focusing on our personal growth, we can find true contentment and fulfillment. To wrap up, let's take this lesson to heart. Avoid the trap of comparison. Instead, cherish your own journey, focus on your growth, and remember, in the grand tapestry of life, your thread is as vibrant and important as anyone else's. This is the key to not just surviving, but thriving in the ever-changing landscape of life. Conscious use of social media. Your life as an enthralling book, brimming with captivating tales, wisdom, and adventures. Now picture social media as a vast library, teeming with countless other narratives, shared incessantly. Intriguing, isn't it? Yet here's the catch: the peril of perpetual comparison. As we peruse these digital tales' glossy pages, we often juxtapose our most arduous chapters against others' highlight reels. This comparison, typically unfair and unrealistic, can spiral us into discontent and jealousy. Can you see the potential harm? In light of this, Mastering the art of limiting our digital story consumption becomes crucial. Imagine visiting this virtual library with a definitive purpose. You step in, seek precisely what you need, be it connection, inspiration, or information, and then promptly exit, returning to the reality of your own narrative, the story of your life. But how do we implement this? Begin by setting specific times for social media engagement rather than succumbing to its lure at every turn. Whether it's during breakfast, a work break, or before bed, this structure prevents social media from monopolizing your time and thoughts. Another potent tactic is introspection, about each online interaction's motive. Question yourself, is this a constructive pursuit or merely time frittering? Such contemplation helps distinguish meaningful engagement from aimless scrolling. It's also vital to heed signs of social media impairing your mood or self-esteem. Feeling disheartened post-use signals. It's time for a hiatus. Utilize this interval to rekindle joy and fulfillment in tangible activities, like immersing in a book, indulging in a hobby, or savoring nature's tranquility. By embracing these habits, you safeguard your mental well-being and reacquaint with the splendor of your personal saga, free from the incessant urge to compare with others. Remember, each life path is distinct, peppered with peaks and troughs, victories and obstacles, rendering every story, yours included, invaluable and unique. As we conclude this discourse, ponder on scripting your life's forthcoming chapter today, with diminished digital world sway and heightened focus on life's genuine essence. Let's embark on this odyssey of self-exploration and growth together. Seize control of your existence, armed with the sagacity of history's profoundest philosophers. Stoicism in the 21st century is your compass to resilience, well-being, and prosperity. Transform adversities into victories, stress into fortitude, ambiguity into lucidity. Please leave your shares in the comment section below and commence your stoic voyage towards a life replete with success and contentment. The pursuit of external approval. Picture yourself on a stage, bathed in a harsh spotlight, surrounded by a sea of faces, each one eager to judge your every move. Feel the weight of their expectations, dictating how you should act, speak, and exist. This is the suffocating reality of living for others' approval. But now imagine stepping off that stage into a tranquil sanctuary, where the only voice that matters is your own. This shift symbolizes the Stoic ideal of valuing your inner voice over the cacophony of societal expectations. Remember, when we chase others' approval, we lose ourselves and our true desires in the process. It's akin to wearing a costume that never fits, solely to please the crowd. Reflect on the moments you felt truly content. Weren't they times when you were in harmony with your values, irrespective of external opinions? This is the core of authentic living. To practice this, start with introspection. When making decisions, ask yourself, is this truly my desire, or am I conforming to others' expectations? Trust your intuition and acknowledge your needs. Strengthening self-esteem is another vital step. Cherish your qualities, celebrate your successes, and learn from your setbacks. Remember, self-acceptance is a journey, marked by small, yet significant triumphs. Additionally, nurture relationships that respect and encourage your true self, fostering an environment where you can flourish authentically. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is particularly true when we obsess over others' opinions. By releasing the need for external validation, we unlock a path of authenticity and bravery. We become the authors of our own stories, penned with the ink of genuineness and courage. In summary, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. By doing so, we can lead a life that's true to ourselves, unshadowed by the need for external approval. This lesson, timeless in its wisdom, is profoundly relevant in our modern world where authenticity is often overshadowed by societal expectations. The way we handle our relationships, whether in friendship or love. We often find ourselves entwined in the intricate web of relationships, be it friendships, or romantic connections. These relationships act as mirrors, reflecting the diverse aspects of our existence and shaping our identity through the myriad of experiences they offer. Imagine each relationship as a secret garden, a sanctuary where emotions, dreams, and precious moments are tenderly nurtured. This garden is hallowed, deserving of utmost respect and care. When a relationship, whether a friendship or a love affair, reaches its conclusion, it's natural to be engulfed in a whirlwind of emotions, pain, confusion, and the need to make sense of what transpired. It's crucial, however, to remember that the stories and secrets of this garden are a shared treasure, belonging solely to you and the other individual. By choosing not to reveal the intimate details or the reasons behind the separation, you're not just upholding the dignity of both parties involved, but also safeguarding your own heart. Disclosing these details to others can inadvertently open the floodgates to misunderstandings, judgments, and even gossip. This doesn't aid in healing. On the contrary, it can amplify the pain and perpetuate a cycle of negativity. So, how should one navigate the end of a relationship with a healthy mindset? Firstly, allow yourself the time and space to heal. Embrace your emotions, but do so in a contemplative manner. If needed, seek the counsel of a mental health professional, someone who can offer unbiased guidance and support. Secondly, foster the practice of personal reflection. Rather than seeking solace or validation externally, turn inwards. Reflect on the lessons this relationship has imparted and contemplate how these lessons can be harnessed for personal growth. Every relationship, even those that don't last, is a repository of invaluable lessons. Lastly, remember that maintaining discretion and privacy is a hallmark of maturity and respect, not just towards the other person, but towards yourself as well. As you turn the page on this chapter of your life, do so with grace and dignity, recognizing that each experience is a stepping stone, preparing you for the future. This brings us to the end of our discussion, with the hope that it illuminates the path to handling the conclusion of relationships with wisdom and respect, safeguarding the dignity and privacy that both you and the other person rightfully deserve. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. This profound statement resonates deeply with our topic, reminding us that endings are not just conclusions but also gateways to new beginnings. As Stoics, we understand that life is a continuous flow of experiences, each teaching us valuable lessons. Let's embrace these lessons, using them to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. Finally, remember that in every ending, there is a valuable lesson and an opportunity for us to become stronger and more mature, releasing unrealistic expectations. Embark with me on an introspective voyage where we'll scrutinize how our expectations not only sculpt, but can also skew our perception of reality. Picture your life as an epic journey across a boundless ocean. Each expectation acts as a sail on your vessel, propelling you towards your aspirations and objectives. Yet, when these sails swell too large, when our expectations turn unrealistic, they veer us off our intended path, plunging us into the stormy seas of disillusionment and discontent. These unrealistic expectations are akin to maps that promise non-existent treasures. They entice us to pursue unattainable ideals of flawlessness in ourselves, others, and the situations we encounter. But we must ponder, do these ideals genuinely stem from our inner selves? Or are they the product of external forces like societal norms, cultural expectations, or media portrayals? To start extricating ourselves from these expectations, we must first identify them. This demands candor and self-reflection. Inquire within. Do these expectations elevate or burden me? Are they a true reflection of my identity and values? Subsequently, we must embrace acceptance. Acceptance of our true selves, our current position in life's journey, and the elements beyond our control. This isn't about abandoning our dreams, but about acknowledging and valuing the journey towards them, with all its inherent imperfections and hurdles. It's also vital to establish realistic and attainable goals, goals that resonate with our authentic selves, rather than an idealized notion of success. This includes celebrating even the minor triumphs, recognizing that each step, no matter its size, is a stride forward. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This reminds us that our expectations, when ungrounded, can create unnecessary suffering. It's about appreciating the journey as much as the destination. By releasing unrealistic expectations, we allow life to unfold more organically and serenely, making room for unexpected delights and joys that couldn't have been anticipated. Thus, we wrap up this 10th point, hoping it motivates you to sail through life with sails calibrated to the winds of reality, cherishing the splendor of the voyage with all its unexpected twists, turns, and revelations. Participation in gossip and the spread of negativity. In the end, we delve into a topic that, while often overlooked, profoundly influences our well-being and the nature of our relationships, our participation in gossip and the spread of negativity. Imagine each word we utter as a seed sown in the gardens of our lives and those around us. Words of support and encouragement are like seeds of kindness and understanding, nurturing growth and harmony. In contrast, gossip and negative talk are akin to planting weeds that foster misunderstandings, distrust, and conflict. Engaging in gossip, though seemingly harmless and a way to bond socially, is actually a path that diminishes respect for ourselves and others. It also clouds our perception, preventing us from seeing the good in our surroundings. So, how do we shift to a more positive trajectory? It begins with mindfulness in our conversations. When talk veers towards gossip or undue criticism, we can steer it back with a positive remark or a change of subject. Empathy is our compass here. Before sharing something about someone, pause and consider, would I appreciate such words said about me? This reflection can transform our dialogue into something respectful and uplifting. Furthermore, cultivating a positive circle is crucial. Surround yourself with individuals who cherish authenticity and positivity. This collective effort can foster an environment of mutual respect and support. Remember, the journey to change begins with oneself. By refraining from gossip and negativity, you safeguard your integrity and become a beacon for others. Embracing these principles, we nurture a mindset that is positive, empathetic, and resilient, paving the way for genuine personal growth and deeper, more meaningful relationships. To enhance this message, let's draw from the wisdom of the Stoics. Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This aligns with our discussion, emphasizing the importance of positive, present moment interactions over the fleeting, often harmful nature of gossip. In summary, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, words, and reactions. By applying this to our daily interactions, we can live more fulfilling lives, marked by positive relationships and personal integrity. This is the essence of modern Stoicism, a guide for living a balanced, meaningful life in today's world. As we conclude our exploration of the 11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life, I invite you to reflect on how these Stoic principles can be woven into the fabric of your daily existence. Remember, the path of Stoicism is not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about transforming that knowledge into action. Each day offers a new opportunity to practice these teachings, to grow stronger in your resolve, and to find greater harmony and happiness in your life. I encourage you to share in the comments below how you plan to apply these principles in your life. What are the challenges you anticipate? How do you envision these changes enhancing your journey? Your insights and experiences are invaluable, not just to me, but to our entire Stoic community. If this video has sparked a new perspective or inspired you, please consider sharing it with others who might also benefit.